It's your boy Elza KJ300. Y'all know I'm coming. Welcome to another episode of the Digit Show. And I hope y'all having a great week. So I'm going to start off with this. I've said since Trevor Ariza went to the Suns, the biggest losers in free agency so far is the Rockets. And to this day, it's still the same. When you lose Trevor Ariza and you was this close to being the Warriors, but Chris Paul got hurt and James Harden said, we don't need to add anybody, but James Harden, y'all definitely don't need to lose somebody, and somebody like Trevor Ariza. The average NBA fan to say, Trevor Ariza, he going, okay, all he did was play defense. All he did was stay over there and try to shoot a three. But we know that Trevor Ariza is as big as a piece to the Rockets as Chris Paul and James Harden from this right here. That he is going to give you around 12 points a game, but he contributes so much on the defense. Trevor Ariza and PJ Tucker was the life of that defense, and then you had the backbone with Clint Capella. Trevor Ariza is the person that's going to guard your Kevin Durant's and your LeBron James in the league. The Chris Paul is an elite defender, but he is not an elite defender on people that's 6'9 or 6'11, but Trevor Ariza can guard all of them. He was your lockdown defender. Not that he just shoot threes. He plays great defense. Kevin Durant did not have the same finals as he did West Conference Finals. West Conference Finals, he was getting locked down by Trevor Ariza. He was still scoring points, but it wasn't as easy as it was against the Cavaliers, and that's because you had somebody to guard him. When you lose Trevor Ariza, now you just lost Luke Mute. The Rockets have gone from what? The second team in the West to I don't know what. Because they don't have any defense. You lose Luke Mute and Trevor Ariza. And I say Chris Paul is a big reason why because of this. The max contract. When he said I'm not taking anything less than the max, that wiped away LeBron James. That wiped away LeBron James right off top because you got to pay James Harden and Chris Paul this big money. Big money. Then you go to the point that he wants Melo. So you give up Trevor Ariza and Luke Mute, and I know that with Trevor Ariza just going to the Suns, he would have stayed with the Rockets if they were willing to pay him and was willing to keep him. He went to the Phoenix Suns, a team with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, and they are rebuilding, and you telling me he just didn't want to play with the Rockets. Now, Trevor Ariza ain't got no hard feelings because he already got a ring. He won with Kobe. And that's why I said he's a big reason why we won a ring with Kobe Bryant. He was a big reason why. Defensively wise, and he could shoot threes. He can shoot. But for the Warriors, I don't like the Warriors. But the biggest thing about them, what keeps them together, is they take risks. Everybody, Klay Thompson, less shots. Steph Curry, I'll take less shots. I'll let Kevin Durant do what he do. Kevin Durant, less money. They always find a way to put it together. And Trevor Ariza, you give up Trevor Ariza, and now you want Carmelo. I said with Carmelo, you got James Harden, Chris Paul, Carmelo. That's offense. That's a lot of offense. But when you go over there to the defensive side, who is going to guard LeBron James and Kevin Durant? And if Kawhi Leonard stay with the Spurs, or whether if he goes to the West still, who is going to guard all of these players? Y'all let me know. Right now, you lose Luke Mute, who I thought was going to be good, but he had the injury, and he can recover from that. But Trevor Ariza was guarding all of them. And that's what made the Rockets so good. People wasn't focused on defense with the Rockets, but they got players like PJ Tucker and Trevor Ariza. PJ Tucker cannot guard Kevin Durant. He's going to shoot right over him. I don't care how physical that man is with anybody. If they are taller and can shoot, PJ Tucker cannot guard him. I'm sorry. You cannot. And Chris Paul, like I said, the max contract that wiped away LeBron James, and I'm sure that wiped away Trevor Ariza. And now you want Melo. I said it could work, but Melo is literally going to have to guard Kevin Durant. He's going to have to guard LeBron James all night long. People say Melo look out of shape. He is going to have to shoot all those shots on his fast-paced offense. This is straight run and gun, shoot threes all day, and run back and play defense. All this switching and all this. Who's going to guard LeBron and Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard and all these other players on the Rockets? So like I said, Chris Paul, the max contract that you got to pay James Harden and Chris Paul, and then you let Trevor Ariza, Luke Mute go, and then you got Clint Capella wanting all this money. We don't know what the Rockets going to look like. But I can tell you now, if Chris Paul, James Harden, and Carmelo on the team, it's going to be very good on offense, but we have to see the defense. We literally going to have to see how good they play on defense. Chris Paul can guard, James Harden can do a little bit, but Carmelo, he known for not playing defense. And that's just what it is. Everybody got flaws. He known for not playing defense. So, Chris Paul and the Rockets, y'all made a big mistake losing Trevor Ariza and Luke Mute. And if y'all get Melo, I like the offense. But defense-wise, we're going to have to see. So, I've been watching the Summer League, and I really wanted to watch Kevin Knox and Trae Young. I watched DeAndre Ayton and all these other players, but people already know they think that they are going to be great. And they're not looking at Kevin Knox and Trae Young like they're looking at DeAndre Ayton and Marvin Bagley. With DeAndre Ayton, I love how he runs the floor, pick and roll, lob finisher. He's very strong. He got a touch on his jump shot. Everything you wanted out of your number one pick. I still don't know why they picked him over Luka, but that's on them. They got Devin Booker for a long term now with DeAndre Ayton. I like how he playing chase down blocks. Everybody was talking about his defense. He's actually playing a lot of defense. Marvin Bagley, I told y'all, him with De'Aaron Fox, with his speed and how he can come off pick and rolls, how he can pick and pop. If he get a consistent jump shot, it's going to be over for him. Him and De'Aaron Fox, I like how Justin Jackson coming up and actually trying to score the ball. I said last year when he was drafted, he is a sleeper to me. I loved him with the Tar Heels. I still love him now. But he is going to have to literally want to score the ball instead of just passing it all day. And I like how he playing. Marvin Bagley got hurt. They shut him down. But who else? Jaren Jackson. I really like Jaren Jackson. I love how he shoot all those threes. And who else? That's about it for me. I've been watching the Spurs too with Lonnie Walker. He's going to have to develop into a NBA player. Greg Popovich got him. But now let's talk about Kevin Knox and Trae Young. I told all the Knicks fans when they was booing Kevin Knox and we want Michael Porter Jr., MPJ. We want MPJ. I told y'all we don't know how good Michael Porter Jr. is going to be. He can be very good, but he probably won't play his first season. This season he might not play. And I said Kevin Knox is a sleeper in this draft. Whoever get Kevin Knox is going to be very happy. I saw mock drafts that had him as low as going to the Denver Nuggets where Michael Porter Jr. was picked. I want him to go to the Bucks. If he was going to drop that low, drop low enough to go to the Bucks, and we will see what happens. But the Knicks took a chance and got him. I don't even think it was a chance. I thought it was a no-brainer to me that he was still on the board anyway. So, the Knicks pick him. Everybody mad and all this. Kevin Knox played his first game. I forgot him the point. I think he had 22 points. His first game. All the Knicks fans, we love Kevin Knox. We should boo every player we get. I told y'all. Kevin Knox, he grew on me the draft process. Throughout the draft workouts and all that, I started going back, and I was watching him with Kentucky, but I didn't watch a lot of Kentucky basketball. And I saw a lot of Devin Booker in him, as in coming off the strings, those down strings to those pull-up jump shots. He got a floater. He good around the rim. He is more athletic than people think, and he can shoot threes. He can literally shoot threes all day long. And his first couple games, he was off from three, and he was showing y'all that he can put the ball on the floor, that he can drive to the rim, that he can dunk. He can dunk on people, and he can dunk. He's very athletic. He get rebounds. He has everything you want out of a player that's a rookie right now, and he can develop into something so good. I said that he can develop into something so good. Now you got people like Colin Hurd saying that Kevin Knox is the player in the draft. He wasn't saying that when everybody was booing him. He's saying that now after you see him. So I told y'all, last night was nothing different. I loved how Josh Hart played last night. You know I'm a Lakers fan, but I was looking at Kevin Knox. The way this dude wants to score the ball, he is so aggressive. With Kentucky, you always get these players that's good, but you don't know how good they are because they have so much talent around them. When you get Kevin Knox, you can break him out and let him do anything he want to do, as in come off pick and rolls. I wasn't even seeing that with Kentucky when I watched him coming off pick and rolls, pull-ups like that. I saw him coming off downstreams. But Kevin Knox is going to be a great player in this league. And I told y'all, Knicks fans, if he becomes a bust, y'all can blame me. Y'all can blame me. But Kevin Knox, I love everything about him. He wants to score the ball. He wants to get to the rim. He wants to show y'all how good he is. He wants it bad. He wants it bad. I can see it now. He wants it bad. And that's why I like Kevin Knox. I'm not a huge Trae Young fan, but he with the Hawks. He is with the Hawks. and I'm from Alabama, and that's the only team that we got basketball-wise and close to us. Trae Young, we were getting all this, Trae Young a buzz, Trae Young ain't this, Trae Young ain't that. As he was missing all these threes. And the biggest thing is with me, they are going to go at him just like they go at Steph Curry, because they think everybody say the next Steph Curry and all he can do is shoot threes. But when his shot is on, it is on. You cannot stop Trae Young when his shot is on. And everybody talk about his shot selection. He makes those shots. He makes those shots. They say he's not Steph Curry yet. Okay, Steph Curry wasn't Steph Curry yet the way he is now. When he first came out of college, he was getting hurt all the time. So stop acting like people came into the league just this great player and they didn't develop at all. Trae Young has to develop. He is small. He's going to have to get stronger. He got to learn how to get to the rim and do all the crafty stuff that everybody else do. But it's not like Trae Young is going to be a bust out of nowhere. Just because everybody, he missed threes. He missed threes. Like, everybody missed threes. But I love Kevin Knox and Trae Young so far. I think it's tournament time to where people getting knocked out. But I love Kevin Knox and Trae Young, how they played yesterday. Kevin Knox, like I said, he is the player that I picked in this draft. Him and Luka. I love both of those players in the draft. Y'all let me know how y'all think about summer league so far. Let's get these digits.